Am I the asshole for calling my wife fat? Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Tea with JoJo. I, 34 male, work in a physical demanding field. Myself and my co-workers are all fit people without a lot of body type variety. My wife, 32 female, is fat. The thing is, she has always been fat the whole time I have known her. We've dated when she was fat, we got married when she was fat. She knows that she is fat. She is fat and she is beautiful. I am happy if she loses weight and I'm happy if she stays where she is. I think she's the most beautiful woman in the world. Aww. One of my co-workers, Julia, started complaining that she is too fat to be loved, and fat people don't get to be loved. Julia isn't fat. She's maybe around 120 pounds. She works out 5 times a week and barely ever eats. I told her that wasn't true and that my wife was fat. She got really red in the face and started telling me I wasn't allowed to call my wife fat and that I was insulting her and that my wife was beautiful and curvy. This man is telling you that his wife is fat, someone he is married to, someone he has been with for years, and you think it is demeaning? Fat is a word just like slim. Okay? Someone is fat, someone is slim. It's not an insult unless you perceive it as such. Carol doesn't like being called curvy. She thinks it's a label used to avoid calling people fat, and I totally agree because it is a dirty word to most people. I told Julia as much. Julia started threatening to call my wife and tell her I called her fat. She pulled up my Instagram and told me she was messaging Carol that I was being mean. I beat her to the punch and called my wife first. I put her on speaker and asked if she was curvy or fat. Carol laughed and said, I hate that curvy shit. I'm fat and beautiful, baby. I thanked her and I told her I loved her and I hung up. Oh, this is so sweet and petty. As soon as I ended the call, Julia went mental. She started screaming that I was abusing my wife. And when I asked how, she said I was clearly brainwashing her into accepting the term fat to try to keep her complacent and from getting away from me. That no woman in her right mind could be okay with their husband calling them fat. Wow, Julia, you have a lot of mental issues. I showed her a picture of my wife in a shirt that had BBW on it. She bought it for herself, by the way. She's turned off and she hasn't spoken to me since then. Why is this woman trying to buy kiss? Like, why is she trying to make something out of nothing? This couple are happy with themselves. This couple love themselves the way they are. They're not trying to change themselves. The husband is fit and the wife is fat and they love themselves like that. Why is she trying to get in between? Now I just walked in today to an email from HR requesting a meeting with me. I don't think it's a big deal. I have my wife's blog for fat positivity, the shirt, and can easily call her for proof. But now things are frigid at work, and Julia constantly gives me dirty looks when we're in the same room. She ignores me otherwise. So I'm just here scratching my head. Am I the asshole for calling my wife fat? Well, guys, there's a little update here, so let's go ahead. So I met my HRO at 4 o'clock today. Apparently, multiple co-workers who have overheard the conversation stopped by the HRO through the day to give their side of the story and weigh in. I wasn't in trouble, they just wanted my side of the story. It checks out with what everyone else has said too. I still don't know which of my crew stopped by, but I owe them my life. I offered to show my wife's blog, and our rep, who is a really nice girl, told me that if it didn't affect my work, it was irrelevant. The story has been corroborated enough by others. HRO reiterated a lot of what you all said, and even though Julia initiated the conversation, I shouldn't have jumped in. It was less of a scolding and more of a request to keep my nose out of other people's business. I am sad because I thought Julia and I were friends. We talked about our mental health struggles, the hardship of the field we are in, and heavy things like that. I won't be having this conversation any further. Julia and I will no longer be paired on teams or patient care. I was told my part in the investigation was done and they thanked me for my time, so I think I am going to be okay. Before I left, I told HR that if weight loss or body image wasn't supposed to be a topic of conversation, they should consider enforcing that on company level. We have a weight loss challenge. I suggested making it a fitness challenge instead. She said they'll take it into consideration. So that's it. I wrapped up my treatment. Everything will hopefully shake out. I haven't spoken to Julia, hoping to avoid her for the near future. Thank you all for my sanity. Now to quote Crew, I am going to go home and sleep with my wife. This is a nice read, guys. I mean, this Julia lady is just spiteful. She's jealous. She's not happy with herself because obviously she started with she wanting to lose weight, she looking fat when she wasn't even fat. And people that are fat are telling you that they're okay being fat and you're just buying trouble for nothing. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story. Don't forget to share and like this video.